Eloise Vanderhaven had a life curated to perfection. Her penthouse overlooked Central Park. Her closet was a museum of couture, and her laugh could make musicians forget their notes. Yet, for all she possessed, Eloise was a connoisseur of romantic disappointment. Her heart was a gallery of exquisite letdowns. There was the tech visionary who forgot her birthday for 3 years running, the artist who painted her portrait, only to sell it, and their story, to a tabloid. Each man was drawn to the dazzling surface of her life, but none saw the woman who loved old jazz records and terrible kung fu movies. After the latest debacle, Eloise declared a moratorium on men. She began to wander the city, leaving her glittering world behind. On one drizzly afternoon, she found the lost chapter, a tiny cluttered bookshop nestled between a bodega and a laundromat. A sign in the window read, "We also find things you did not know you lost." Intrigued, she stepped inside. The air smelled of old paper and bergamot tea. Looking for anything in particular? A warm voice asked. He emerged from behind a curtain, introducing himself as Leo. He wasn't like the men in her world. His sweater was mended, his hair unruly, and his eyes held a quiet attentiveness. Eloise found herself returning again and again. She learned the shop was full of lost objects, each with a story. "My job isn't just to sell them," Leo explained. "It's to care for them until they find where they belong next." His simple sincerity touched a raw place in her. She started talking, not about Gallus and mergers, but about the joy of the first snowfall. He listened, truly listened. He never asked about her wealth, he just saw her. One evening, she found a first edition of her favorite book on his desk with a note, "For the reader who understands waiting." Terrified by the feeling, she retreated, accepting dates with a handsome, empty-headed air. But as he droned on at a fancy restaurant, all she could see was Leo's hands, carefully repairing the spine of a book. She left the date and ran to the bookshop. "Leo," she said, breathless. "I have a life filled with everything, and it feels emptier than a box of lost buttons. Your shop is full of broken, beautiful things, and it's the only whole place I've ever known. I'm so tired of being unlucky in love." Leo stepped aside, inviting her in. "Eloise," he said softly, "I don't believe in luck. I believe in provenance. The history of an object. Your journey brought you here." He met her gaze. "I don't have a fortune, but I have a profound capacity for care, and I would consider it the greatest honor if you would let me care for you." It wasn't a grand declaration. It was a quiet, profound offer of a different kind of wealth. Eloise, the unlucky heiress, looked at Leo, the keeper of lost things, and saw a man who understood the value of a heart that had journeyed far and was finally, quietly, home. She took his hand, and for the first time, felt not the thrill of a conquest, but the profound peace of being found.